The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, IBC. You've heard of it. Most of the Indian business owners know it exists, but very less know how it actually works until it applies to them one day. Today I'm changing that in this video. I'm Sonal Alag, partner at Alag & Kapoor Law Offices, and this is IBC explained in plain English. So if you want to know who can file it, it is financial and operational creditors. So the IBC allow creditors to initiate insolvency proceedings against a company. Now there are two types of matters in this. Financial creditors, which include banks, NBFCs, debenture holders, etc. Now, these people or these entities use Section 7 to file an insolvency petition. On the other hand, operational creditors, who are vendors, suppliers, employees, utilities, they use Section 9. Now, the threshold for both of them is same, which is 1 crore for the unpaid debt. Low threshold, easy process, serious consequences. In the next segment, let me just tell you about the demand notice, your 10-day window. Before filing an insolvency petition, an operational creditor must serve a Section 8 demand notice. Now, this gives you 10 days. This is not advisory, guys. This is legal statutory deadline. In those 10 days, you must either pay the debt if it's a valid debt or send a written notice of dispute if there's a genuine pre-existing dispute. If you do neither and the debt is real, the creditor can file before the NCLT, insolvency petition against you. Now, 10 days feel long, it disappears very quickly. And the most important thing is do not ignore this demand notice. So since I just spoke about a dispute in a demand notice, let me tell you what is a valid dispute. So the Supreme Court of India in Mobilox Innovation versus Kiruso Software made this very clear and very simple. A dispute must be pre-existing. It cannot be created after you have actually received the demand notice. So what qualifies? A dispute about quality of good, service performance, lack of service, the amount claimed is disputed, and what doesn't qualify a dispute that is invented in response to a notice. Now, the practical implication of this is that to document every commercial dispute as it arises in business. Do not wait until you receive a notice to start building your records for a dispute. Only if the dispute is genuine and pre-existing, it will be classified as a valid dispute. And the next comes the rigid timeline, the CIRP timeline. And what happens if these proceedings begin against your entity? So if the NCLT admit the petition and the CIRP begins, on day 0, the petition is admitted and the CIRP begins, but simultaneously there's a moratorium that is declared and no suits or no asset transfer can happen. Also, the resolution professional is appointed on the same day, so your board is actually suspended. You're no longer the owner of the company. In first 30 days, the committee of creditors is constituted and the financial creditors are the only ones who get a right to vote. Between day 75 to day 180, the resolution plan is submitted, voted upon. Is that once a CIRP is admitted, your ability to control the outcome narrows significantly. The only way, early action before filing. Change the outcomes consistently. So in this segment, let me also tell you the step-by-step protocol, practical 4 steps that you need to follow if you ever receive a Section 8 demand notice. Step number 1 is do not ignore it. That is the worst you can do. 10 days is shorter than it seems. Step number 2 is review the debt. Is it like genuinely disputed? Is there sufficient documentation you have to substantiate that dispute? Step number 3 is send a reply to that notice within 10 days. Even if you intend to pay, just reply. Step number 4 is seek legal advice immediately, not eventually. So these 4 steps taken quickly significantly changes your options in the legal world out there. The IBC has changed the landscape of the commercial debt in India. The business that navigates it at best understands it before it actually one day applies to them. If this was useful, subscribe to this video, subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos on every Tuesday and I will see you next week.